Alright, so I don't usually do videos like this, but I'm gonna speak my thoughts on the Florida shooting. Alright, so the first thing is everybody is saying, stricter gun laws, nobody should carry firearms. I totally disagree with that. For one, obviously this world is not in its best days, but the guns are for protection. There are ways to keep guns from getting into schools. Like, they could put metal detectors, like a whole metal detector over each door, so no weapons could be introduced to the school. Second thing is, the kid, obviously, from what I could see, was mad or upset with somebody, or was, he had a reason to do it. Was it a good reason? No. Nothing is a good reason to go kill anyone. Okay, and then kid obviously had no one to go to talk about whatever was going on in his life. He needed some help and he needed to relieve stress. He did not do it the right way, but that's not that's not okay still. And there are different ways to deal with situations like that. And I think that the school was not well prepared enough for the shooting, which honestly it should not have a shooting, but it, there should have been officers to stop the kid. And there are situations where, officers are always going to be there, but there are ways that kids can take to prevent stuff like that. Not completely, but the Alice program is a good way to deal with something like that happens. And I don't know if that school was introduced to the Alice program, but it could have saved some lives. Maybe all of their lives. Maybe none of them could have got injured. And it's honestly sad. The main thing that's really getting to me though is the kids that have died. They didn't deserve that. And the second thing is that the gun laws, that people should stop gun laws, or should keep people from carrying guns. Even if you have those laws, people aren't going to follow those laws because there's been people where they've been raised around guns and they know how to use guns safely, and it just has, you know that's just the way they were raised, so they know what and what not to do with a gun. And if the gun laws are passed to restrict them, there are still ways to have a gun on you that it cannot be seen. That is not right, but people are still going to do it anyways. And the kid sneaked into the high school. Obviously, somebody had to let him in because he was expelled. And he obviously sneaked in with a firearm. But if there were metal detectors on each door and everything, he would not have been able to get in, or it would have been very difficult for him to get in. But it happened anyways, and it is very sad that it happened. There is nothing that could be done now, but that's all I really can say. It's devastating, but you know, people say that oh, that's not my child, it doesn't matter. But it easily could be your child the next day. Now, don't live in Florida. And that doesn't mean anything. A school shooting could happen at my school and I could be a victim. But there are ways to prevent stuff like that. So if anybody, can relate to this or do anything, please share and comment your thoughts. I would like to hear them.